My hot take is that men shouldn't be allowed to sit.
Sounds very rational. Let's hear the reasoning behind that one.
It's truly an epidemic that every time I go on the transit, it's full train. Majority of the people sitting are men.
Maybe. They got there first.
Like, as long as there's a gender pay gap, women should not be standing on public transit.
Really? Okay. So even if that is the case, why exactly would that entitle women, just by virtue of the fact that they happen to be women, to sit down and have men stand? How is that helping with promoting equality?
Yesterday I was on the path, and like a really old man. There was one empty seat, and I saw him, and I was like, please sit. And he's like, no, it's okay, like, you sit. And I was like, no, please, sit down, like, you're obviously unwell. And look around, every other seat is taken by, like, young, able-bodied men.
I have an idea. Possibly a solution that might solve everything. Instead of complaining about it on social media, why doesn't that person address one of those young, able-bodied men that are sitting down and explain to them why a fellow young, able-bodied woman should be sitting down instead of them?
And all the women are saying, there's someone who's pregnant.
Well, the pregnant woman probably should have been given the option to sit down if she so chose to.
That's ridiculous. And I won't rest until men aren't allowed to sit.
Well, I hope they're resting sitting down, because it could be quite a long wait, especially if they're going to have to try to explain in a way that makes sense that they want to be seen as equals, but yet want special treatment.
The issue is that we assume she's using logic to reach her conclusions. In reality, she just says whatever benefits her in the moment. She only believes something if it serves her interests, even if it completely contradicts her other beliefs. The only consistency you'll find in many of her views is that they are designed to benefit her.
This guy by him and ghosting him, and then all my friends him and ghosted him. He really thought he had a chance with us.
I don't really know what the plan was, but he won whatever game you're playing. He's probably an inspiration in his hometown.
Hey, you two are being very noisy. Keep it quiet in here, okay? Thank you.
I think it'd be best for us to not move forward anymore, just because we're not seeing the performance that we expected on the other side of training. And so, I know it's probably not what you wanted to hear today, but I wanted to share it with you just so you kind of understand why we're deciding to not move forward.
My ex was so toxic.
No way. What did he used to do to you?
He used to never let me go clubbing alone with my friends.
I mean, why would you want to be going clubbing alone with your friends if you're in a relationship?
And he used to never let me hang out with my guy friends either.
I mean, you're in a relationship. It's not appropriate to be hanging out with the opposite gender. If you're in a relationship, do you understand that you're in a relationship?
I mean, he also never used to let me wear showy clothes when I go out.
I wouldn't want you wearing showy clothes either. All the guys are going to be looking at you, so why would you want to be doing something to piss him off? What?
Oh, also, he also wanted us to start sharing locations with each other.
I mean, you guys are dating. It's normal. It's not weird. It's completely normal.
Oh, and he used to get so mad when I wouldn't let him go through my phone.
You wouldn't let him go through it? So you're hiding something. It looks like you're hiding something. What? Are you crazy?
Are you agreeing with him right now? There's no way.
I think you're the toxic one. You're the toxic. He's not toxic. You are. You're the problem. You're the reason this ended.
They've been led to believe that everything bad is good and everything good is bad. Don't waste your time or energy on people who think in such childish ways.
Thumbs up!
Get mad, talk over him, be irrational, start an argument, bring up the past, check his Instagram, bring up the past before you even dated.
Over 60% of Gen Z men are single, and intimacy is at a 30-year low across both genders.
What is the real reason that you've given up on dating altogether or haven't dated in 10 plus years?
I was like, no, I've never had a boyfriend. She was like, how old are you? I said, 27. She's like, and you've never had a boyfriend? And I like never really cared. But there's something about her like saying that really hit me this time because like,
I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them. You see also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they fucking blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys they're not even doing anything wrong. They're just like innocently, sometimes they're not even looking in their direction. So there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like being exposed on social.
There are many reasons why men are walking away from dating, but the common thread is the same. The burden and risk they're expected to take on just isn't worth it.
Mom could beat up anybody.
I'm pretty confident she could beat up a lot of people.
What percentage of men could your mom beat up at 5'4", do you think?
At 5 foot. She's 5
Oh,
foot.
excuse me. Oh, you are aware that the average male height is like 5'9", 5'10".
So I believe last time I checked it was 5'8", yeah.
So what percentage of men in the U.S. do you think that your mom could beat up? How much does she weigh too, by the way?
Right now she's at like 145.
You're 5 foot. What percentage of men do you think your mom could beat up?
Fighting dirty, I think approximately.
The man can fight dirty too.
Yeah, approximately 80%.
Holy you're delusional.
Have you ever seen a fist fight?
Have you ever shot someone?
You are delusional,
Have you ever
my
seen
dear.
a fist fight?
So Brock Lesnar, I think he's like well over 6 feet. He's probably over 200 pounds. Could your mom beat him up?
You said he's 6 feet?
Forget his height. Let's say this is 5 foot Brock Lesnar. Could your mom beat up Brock Lesnar? UFC.
She might be able to. Okay,
You're so, oh my God, you're delusional.
Their self-centered mindset is so extreme that if you ask them what men want, they look at you like you're speaking a foreign language. Many of them haven't even considered that men are human beings with their own needs, not just tools to make their lives easier.
He won't, find someone who will. Like, if he won't open your door for you, find someone who will. Simple, right? My brother just asked me, does that work for guys too? I was like, of course. So he's like, so if she doesn't cook for me, find someone who will. If she won't do my laundry for me, then find a girl that will. Why does it sound so bad when men say it?
It sounds bad because our society and culture are in a fallen state, and our media has everybody brainwashed into believing that life is about what I want, who owes it to me, and how I get it from them, but not about what I should be providing to others. This is my depiction of a transactional relationship. This is one thing she wants from him, one thing he wants from her, and if you stop there, it's just a negotiation. How much do I have to give to get? More mature relationships are focused on what I can provide. What is it that makes me a quality partner? That's why these conversations about the table are so stupid. Women will say, I am the table, as if he has no needs at all. That's what these princess treatment relationships are. It's just simping with no reciprocation, and it ends when you can't keep it up anymore. So when you say,
Why does it sound so bad when men say it?
It is because you are experiencing a demand instead of an offer of support. And that is how the internet pulls consciousness downwards. You might be a unique individual who recognizes multiple valid perspectives, but when you're flipping through TikTok, you're being programmed to be egocentric, self-interested, and self-protective, and to see others mainly as a means to an end. We still need to get our needs met. It's just so annoying to hear you all talk about it. I want this, and I want this, and I want that. Where's the part that would make us want to give it? I'll give you an example. I would love somebody to do chores for me. I just don't list it as a primary requirement. I say that I'm looking for someone who is excited about who I am as a person, so we can both help each other live fuller, more satisfying lives. And that would have to include someone doing the laundry, so there's no reason to mention it. It's a question of language and mentality. Everyone's talking about the results they want, but not about what they're going to do in order to deserve them. If you don't like your situation, you need to figure out why it's like that, and then rethink a few things, and then change how you show up and what you do, or who you hang out with, and see if you get better results. But instead, people just like to list off their demands on TikTok and offer nothing. It's social degradation. Don't do it.
If you've enjoyed the video so far and want to see more like this in the future, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like. Thank you.
And the men only. What is the real reason that you've given up on dating altogether or haven't dated in 10 plus years? Every single day in my comment section, anytime I talk about dating or relationships or getting married, the majority of men in my comments are saying that they're no longer interested in dating. And I really want to know the reason. Like, what was the final straw for y'all to finally say, you know what, I had enough? Plus, there's this weird information going around that by 2030, like, heterosexual couples will be non-existent, people are not having babies and this and that. And do you think that's because men have stopped dating, or because women have stopped dating and people have equally stopped dating? Or is it because men are not pursuing women anymore? I'm really interested to see the comments or the duets on this post as to why y'all have stopped dating in the first place. Did you have a toxic ex? Did you go through a terrible divorce? Did she take everything? Or have you been on dates and they've just been so awful that you finally said forget it? So what's the real reason that you gave up dating altogether? Okay, bye.
So, over 60% of Gen Z men are single, and intimacy is at a 30-year low across both genders. So if you look at this graph right here, you see about 30% of US adults are single. But if you go to the men age 18 through 29, that goes to 63%, compared to women in that same age group at 34%. What's going on here? After reading the article, no one knows. They try to personalize it, saying men can choose differently, but ultimately it's a societal issue, as the statistics indicate that. Men can do things differently, but if such a large portion of men are training in a certain way, it's a societal issue. But what do y'all think about this? Do men need to seek relationships at a young age right now, or should they just sit back and focus on themselves? Let me know.
What's your biggest regret?
Not listening to my wife's advice.
What was the advice?
I ain't sure, I wasn't listening.
Y'all cannot be trusted until you are proven safe.
What an interesting statement. And according to the captions, it's all men.
And if that bothers you...
Let me guess, does it mean that those men that have a problem with being generalized are part of the problem?
You are not safe.
I'm sure we're all very surprised to hear someone come to that logical conclusion.
Because men who are safe have no problem proving it.
And I wonder, how exactly does a man prove that he's safe?
Their actions, their demeanor speaks for itself.
Does it now? I'm actually really glad that one said that, actually. Because if actions and behavior truly speak for themselves, then that speaks volumes about any individual that would go so far as to generalize any demographic of people based on the actions of some. And then to say that those members of that group have to prove themselves to be safe in order for other people to view them as such. Can we apply that logic to every group of people? Or is it only socially acceptable to...
All you have to do to see how flawed her logic is replace men with any other group, like a nationality, ethnicity, or race. Suddenly, that statement becomes completely unacceptable. Yet for some reason, they think it's perfectly fine when it's used to generalize all men that, if you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll love the next one. I'll see you there.